What up, guys? How you doing? Jason here, joined with
Stephanie,
and we have
Jotzer.
And we wanted to do a kind of a showcase on what we picked up during the month of October during our travels. And of course, most of you already know, but we traveled to Portland for the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and then we went to New York, where she's from, to see her family and do some stuff there. So we picked up a bunch of stuff, and we wanted to do a little recap of that. So I have it broke down by, I guess, trip first. So Portland was first, so let's start there. I picked up Jet Moto 3 for $5. That was a pretty good deal. I don't actually own that one, so I was really happy to get that. Well, Pete told me to get this game here. He said if I like music games and rhythm games, I'd probably really enjoy it. And of course, on the PSP, and I'm trying to build my collection there because I am like 2 years new to the PSP, oddly enough. So yeah. Pete Dorr recommended I get that, and so I did. And then, man, there's a lot of Pete Dorr going on in here.
Yeah.
Because basically we hung out, like he flew in and we hung out together pretty much the whole trip.
Yeah, in Portland.
Yeah, it was, and in New York
and in New York,
too.
Yeah.
It was a really cool month, right? So, but Pete found this too. This is something that was on my radar too. This is Skitchin on Genesis. It's something that I've been looking for a while. And of course, Pete with his crazy eye.
He just like went out and like 2 seconds later, like sends you a message like, I found your game.
You know, out of the entire place, Pete goes out and finds it pretty much right off the bat. It's just crazy. So that's really cool there. Why don't you go ahead and do a little bit on yours there?
Oh, I only got one game at the expo. I was really looking forward to getting was John Hancock's Game Panic.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah, and he was actually demonstrating the game the night before, I think. And I said I was really interested in getting it, and he pulled the demo one out and was like, here you go.
It's very
all
cool.
All this cool stuff in there.
It's very neat. What number is yours?
Mine's 28.
Oh! Drop count 1, but saved. Saved. Oh, there's a spider in there too.
Yeah, there's
that's
a cool
really neat.
Spider in there. It's like pretty. It's a game essentially you're trying to save your game room from water and from spiders. So, but yeah. Sorry, what was I gonna do? Yeah.
What number is it? Oh, 28. Cool. Very cool.
Out of 43. So.
I like this how the game sits in there too. Like
I know.
It clips in. It's really neat.
I didn't. That was all I got at the. Oh.
Didn't you get some?
I only got one other thing at the expo.
Oh.
These are all from.
Oh well, this is the crown jewel of what you got.
Yeah. Nintendogs.
Yeah, really.
Story behind this. There was actually a vendor there that was giving out.
See, he knows about the book.
Yeah, he knows. He's jealous already. All right.
Nintendogs.
Yes, Nintendogs. The neat thing about this is that I got this absolutely free. There was a vendor there who had a table full of random items that he was giving out for free, including a bunch of strategy guides. And took a peek. I saw this one. It was in really great shape too. Like,
yeah, it looks really nice.
Yoink. So I decided to just take one. There's a lot there that I wanted, but you know, didn't want to be greedy.
It was brought to the convention for you.
Yeah.
For free.
For me.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
All right, and then I want to give a shout out to my friend Brandon, who drove all the way in from Wyoming to go to the show. Very cool that he came out because he brought a bunch of stuff to give to me, and I was extremely blown away and didn't expect this at all. So, Brandon, thank you so much for doing that. But he gave me all kinds of stuff, including Rush 2049 on Game Boy Color. Had no idea they even made that game on the Game Boy Color, so I'm excited to try that. Extreme Assault for PC. He gave me his PSP 1000, which is really, really cool. And I know a lot of people, you know, prefer the 1000 over the other models. And, you know, they made some changes, and I don't know exactly all the changes that were made, except that I know that the 3000 had, I think, more of a brighter screen. But from what people say, that the 1000 has a better resolution, or there's something about the 1000 that is now sought after, and I'm sure you guys in the comments can let me know what that is. Yeah. But this is very, very cool that he gave me his 1000 along with some games, which is very, very cool. He gave me Underground Rivals, Killzone Liberation, Street 2 Unleashed, which actually looks like a lot of fun. It looks like the old school style of you know, like the brawler sports, which I like, you know, the NFL Blitz and NBA Jams, that type of thing. So I think I really like that. He also brought me some of his PS3 stuff here, Medal of Honor, of course, the limited edition, which is now in the grave. So I think it's kind of neat to collect the stuff now. Burnout Paradise.
That's a fun game.
This is a really, really good game. And the 2001 Hidden Gem, one of probably the best games that came out in 2011 in my book. Classic Dead Island. Very, very good. Great co-op. Wonderful game. I love this game. Steph and I, we played it.
We still play it.
We still play it, and it's such a good game. And lastly, he gave me an entire stack of manuals. And it's honestly, that's the stack. It's pretty thick. And I just sorted out to show some of the highlights in it. So we have the original Star Fox for Super Nintendo, Star Fox on 64, Donkey Kong 64. Pete would love this, Snowboard Kids right there, Super Nintendo. Pokemon's Stadium, Dracula. Super Smash Brothers. Gradius 3, GoldenEye 007, both MKs here, MK1 and 2 on Super Nintendo. An upside down Zombies Ain't My Neighbors, which is really, really cool.
That is cool.
Just love that manual.
They don't make manuals like this anymore.
No. Mario 64, Mario Kart 64 rather. And yeah, so really, really cool stuff there.
Authorized repair centers.
I mean, isn't it neat? I mean, you know, today you get a manual that's, if anything, there's...
Oh, I guess you can see them later.
Yeah, okay, so hold on that thought. I have something to show about, thank you for reminding me, on manuals. But you know, today you don't even get manuals. It's like either a piece of paper that says go download the digital one, or you just don't get anything. So this is, I think collecting for these are really cool right now. I like that. So thank you, Brandon, for all of that. You're very generous, and I greatly appreciate that. And it was awesome meeting you and hanging out in Portland. It was just such a great time.
Yeah.
We had fun.
A lot of fun in Portland.
Oh, yes. Okay. Got a PSP hat. This is an official Sony PSP hat. Really cool. It's a PSP weekend.
Yeah.
Very, very neat there. Like that. $3 at the show. That was extremely fair. I bought an extra one and gave one out at the All Gen Gamers panel, so thought that was pretty neat. So there was a button mash competition. If you guys are subscribers of my channel, you know I uploaded a video of this and you've seen it, but this is the NES Advantage. It's basically mint in the box. Everything on it's brand new. It still has the wrap on it. Still has the plastic covering on the top of the on the black part of the controller. It's never been used. It's fantastic. So that was really neat to get.
Yeah.
And got that. I won this on the button mash competition. Really neat.
Yeah, that is really awesome.
So very cool there. The NES
That's
Advantage.
cool that they had that. Like,
you spotted it. I didn't even see it. Steph comes up to me. He's like, "There's a button mash over here. You gotta check it out."
And button masher here. I figured.
You know Mario Party days. That's where I'm come from. You know, it's in my roots. I know your roots. It was kind of a Pete Dorr weekend, as we talked about. We were hanging out with Pete pretty much the entire time, and we had a really great time.
Yeah.
So outside of the show, we would pick him up, and we'd drive around, and we'd go do things, and we were just hanging out. So he said to thank me for that, which he didn't have to, but he got me something very, very neat. This is a Mario Kart Yoshi plushie, which is from '93, and it is an import. This is from Japan, and it's very cool. I mean, as you can see, it is very early on. Yoshi looks totally different. Even the cart, I mean, it's basically just an orange frame, and that's it, man. That's it. I mean, the wheels do move. He's holding the steering wheel here, and unfortunately the steering wheel up the top there is broke, if you can see. But we can fix it very easily. Yeah, it just blew it right back down. But a very, very neat plushie there too. And Yoshi's he's my man. He's my jam. So everything in here is everything around me here is like Yoshi themed, Yoshi related. So
yeah.
But that was really cool to get that, and thank you very much, Pete, for doing that. Oh, I didn't even see he's got a little
Blue bean bag.
blue bean. Oh, here we go. It's a little blue seat there. Look at that. It does look like a beanbag, doesn't it? Very cool. He also got me, this is very cool, Mickey's Racing Adventure at the show there. Now, this was a rare game, and I did not even know that this came out for Game Boy Color, but from what he says, it's a very, very good and kind of a sought-after game. And anything rare in Nintendo, you know I'm definitely in on. So this was very, very cool. Complete in the box. The box has a little bit of shelfware, but it's in really great shape for what it is. But the game looks really good, and I'm excited to try it. And then he was also selling Tetris 2. I have the original Tetris 1 in the box complete, and so I kind of wanted to just, you know, complete that Tetris side of it. So I saw that he was selling this, so I picked this up from him. He was generous enough to give this to me, which is very, very nice. So thanks again, Pete, for doing that. Very, very nice. I picked up a few other things. My friend Grant, a lot of these are gifts.
Yeah.
I'm finding out. I didn't really pick up a lot. I bought maybe 1 or 2 things, but most of the stuff were gifts. So my good friend Grant, who we're childhood friends with back at home in Portland, he gave me some of his old Nintendo stuff laying around. He had an old N64 laying around with the green controller, an original console here, very cool. He had some other stuff laying around, like an NES controller he gave me, PS2 memory card, the old school fat multi-tap, which is very neat. That rhymes. And then he gave me a couple of games here. NHL 07. He gave me Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and Ghost Recon. But what's interesting about this is that I opened up Tony Hawk, and it has Samurai Warriors 2, which is a sought after game. People really like this game, so this is really, really neat. And in good shape too, so I'm happy about that. The rest of the stuff is from New York.
Yeah.
So I've been blabbing for the past million years. So there's the Portland flyer there and booklet, very cool. Also found something really cool at Portland, which was now before Guitar Hero and all that sort of thing, there was a game called Guitar Freaks, and it was in the arcades, and it made it home to the consoles in Japan. So this is the Konami Guitar Freaks. There's the little shot of the arcade game over there. A really fun game. Only had 3 buttons and no crazy, like, you know, whammy bar or any of that sort of thing. But a ton of fun. This is the first import PS2 game that I have here. Got the guitar in box with the game for $5. I thought that was extremely fair.
That is really good deal. Especially for an import.
Yeah, especially for an import. Usually they're way expensive. I don't own a Japanese PS2, so I'd like to get one. If anyone out there has a great resource for me, let me know. Very cool game there.
We actually went to a Goodwill in Portland.
Yeah, we did. We went and did some Goodwill hopping while we were there. Got to.
Yeah. Now, first 2 items, not gaming related, but I love them anyway. I love Peanuts and Charlie Brown. So the fact that I found this at a Goodwill.
$2.99.
$2.99.
That's awesome.
All the old comics.
Very, very cool.
Very excited about that.
This one's cool. I like this one a lot, especially for you, because this is like, this book was placed there for you.
Yeah, Barbie Bazaar. Apparently, it's a collector's premier source for Barbie dolls, fashion, and accessories from 1959 to the present. Which would have been 1972.
Oh Jesus. That's funny. It was only like 20 years at that point, but now.
I know.
Oh, 72.
There's
Holy
something
shit.
about like the old school Barbies that I love.
Yeah, but that is very, very neat.
Yeah.
Wow, this came out in 72?
Yeah, and it's still
Jeez, are you kidding
pretty
me?
good. Yeah.
That looks like. Wow, that's like amazing looking for 72. Like that glossy finish. I'm surprised the gloss is even on it.
Yeah, it's.
Wow.
Now I love collecting strategy guides for various games, and at Portland they had a lot there. I actually had to put some back because there was just so many.
Tons.
But I decided to get Pokemon Black and White.
Very neat. Goodwill, yeah. $3.99. Very cool.
Hellgate London. Well.
$3.99.
I love this anime, Full Metal Alchemist. The official strategy guide. I think it's in the Broken Angel. Yeah. Oh my god, this is a heavy one. StarCraft. Major thick manual. And then I thought this one was interesting. It was Warhammer Online, which I didn't know they came out with strategy guides for, I guess, online gaming like this.
Oh, there's There's online, there's strategy in there. Look at that thing.
I know, that's...
It's actually not very heavy, though.
No.
Not like StarCraft.
Yeah, StarCraft is like a beast.
They got used thin paper.
And then the last one, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin.
This is very cool right there. Yeah.
So.
Very cool. Careful, it's like 400 pounds. And then I guess from there we can move on to the stuff that we got in New York. Stephanie wanted to take a trip there and visit her family. She hadn't seen them in over a year.
Yeah.
So she booked a trip a while ago, and I was lucky enough to tag along to that, and which was great because I'd never been before, and she showed me around, and we got to meet up with Pete Dorr again. So it was just such an amazing time. We saw, we went downtown, we rode the train. I mean, it was just...
Got to see Times Square.
Yep, Times Square. The 4-story Toys R Us store. What else we do? I have some video and pictures and stuff I'm going to throw in while we're talking here.
Nintendo World store.
Oh, Nintendo World, yeah. Where I got this awesome Yoshi hat. What? Very cool. And then a bunch of other stuff that we got. So... You have a huge stack of stuff that you picked up, which actually you own.
It was,
but, go ahead, tell them the story.
My brother used to be into gaming, not so much anymore now that he's getting older. He's 17, so kind of getting out of that phase, I guess. And
he'll be back.
Yeah, he'll come back. But he hasn't touched any of his gaming stuff for probably, I want to say, over a year at this point. And when I was in New York, I decided to grab all of his GameCube games that he wasn't using anymore. His old school, kind of beat up Nintendo GameCube.
Very cool.
Yeah. He had the purple one, I had the black one.
Yep. This is a launch color, very cool.
Yeah. Alright, so I was excited to find this again. It's the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. The original. Very cool. Dragon Ball Z Sagas. I'm gonna play that one. This I loved. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. Awesome game. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Very cool. That's a good one.
Look at that. It shows the Game Boy Advance linked up there. You can play multiplayer that way. Look at that. Kind of neat.
Yeah. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He really loved Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And granted, he was a pretty young kid at this time, so...
Yeah. Yeah, he had to have been, what, easily in the single digits, like 5, 6? Well, yeah, I think it's 10 years ago.
It would have been like 7 or 8.
Okay, yeah.
God, I feel so old.
God, I know, just keep the games coming.
Medal of Honor, Rising Sun.
Cars?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, right? Yeah.
Very cool.
Star Wars. Lego Star Wars.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Naruto Clash of the Ninja 2. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I can't vouch for all these games or how good they are.
But they're here. They're here.
Wolverine's Revenge.
What is that, like a third person, like, beat 'em up or action? I never played it.
X-Men Legends.
That's cool.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Yeah, you got some
I played that with him before and I liked that a lot.
Yeah, cool.
Batman Begins.
I know, that's good.
Yeah. Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. This is actually pretty fun. I've watched them play it a lot. This one I love, and I know a lot of people don't. It's Star Fox Adventures.
That's a good game.
I feel like people hate on it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hate on it.
It's not their favorite, but for some reason I like that, and I like the music in that too. I don't know why I brought this one home. Madden 2004.
Sports. Hopefully there's something else in it.
Oh, look.
What the? I was just totally kidding. Dude, we gotta open these up. Well, there's a GameCube memory card, and there's Strikers, which is a fun but very frustrating game.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Is it in there? Because my PS2 one wasn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Super Mario Sunshine.
Very good game.
Yeah. And Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
God, how many Harry Potter games do they friggin' make?
Loved Harry Potter.
Damn.
I loved Harry Potter. I still love Harry Potter.
Oh, this is Goodwill.
Yeah, this
Goodwill.
is not... Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. We can go right into it because we're pretty much there.
Maybe.
So those were all the games she picked up there from her house, and that were, I guess, her brother's collection.
Yeah.
So, very cool. I mean, that's a extremely nice stack of games. Now
Granted, he also played with, like, we would, like, kind of go into each other's collections and pick out games to play, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a respectable stack.
For, like, an 8 or 9 year old, yeah.
Yeah. And then we went and visited some Goodwills while we were there, which was great. We found some... Actually, it doesn't matter what Goodwill we go to. We just go in there and we just clean house.
Always find something.
Yeah.
Now, Jason really wanted to get this game.
Bad. Wanted it.
Yeah. Pretty badly. It's Lord of the Rings, Two Towers.
I told her that if we weren't going to get it, I was going to go just jump off the Golden Gate or whatever is over there.
And we also found Ant for Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Very fun game.
Okay, so yeah, there's actually a Goodwill by my aunt's house. So I picked up Tomorrow Never Dies.
Great game.
Love James Bond.
They were priced right too. These were all a couple of bucks.
These were $1.99.
Yeah, that's fair. Totally fair.
Jet Moto, which I've never played before, so I'm excited to try that. I love Clue. So anything I could find with Clue, I will buy.
Also, that's factory steel.
Yeah, and it's still is it? Yeah, it's still sealed.
Mm-hmm. Very neat.
Monopoly. I love, for some reason, collecting board games on video games. Doesn't really make much sense if you think about it, but...
they're fun, though. They're fun.
Yeah, just a weird fascination. And then, old school, found the original Batman score.
Very cool. $1.99.
Yeah, $1.99. So I had to pick that up.
But we found this is a PlayStation Underground. This is version 2.4, which is basically a demo disc. Make sure all this stuff stays in there, but it's got 2 discs of demos for PS1. Includes Tomb Raider 3, NFL 99, A Bug's Life, Game Day 99, Apocalypse, NFL Blitz, Bomberman World, Brave Fencer. Has videos for Siphon Filter and Twisted Metal 3. So, very, very cool stuff going on right there. And then, from there, wasn't the only factory sealed game that we found over there. We actually found, I didn't even see it. She comes back and goes, "What is that right there?" It is the original Gran Turismo PS1 factory sealed for $2.99.
Yeah.
Sealed. I mean, like, I was blown away. What? I mean, it still has, I don't know if you can see in this video, I don't want to peel it up. It still has the hanger tag on it. Right there, that you would peel up and then hang on like your slat wall or your back wall for display to sell. But very, very cool there. And then we went out to a music store. What's that music store called?
It's called Bruised Apple.
Bruised Apple, which if you follow me on Instagram, jason.heine on Instagram, I posted some pictures of us going through there, and it was amazing. Something I've always wanted to do was just like record hop and classic New York, right? So we were able to do that, and I found Mayor Hawthorne, which is something I was looking forward to as well. There's really, really good songs. This is very, almost like 70s soul, almost. It's very, very good. So if you guys want to hear some really cool, good music, check that out.
Bruised Apple is it's like a used book, DVD, and music store. And they have a section there where you can actually sit down and listen to vinyl records.
Yes.
Just to make sure they're in good shape.
Oh, smell that in there.
It smells like the store.
Oh.
That's exactly what the store smells like.
It smells like good music. This right here, Persuasive Percussion, 1966. I put this on, listened to the first couple of tracks, instantly had to have it. It's a really, really cool record. We got a few...
I forgot. I found this also. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Peanuts. Oh, it's a Hallmark.
Awesome little store in New York where I picked up the Yoshi mug for him. Yeah. And it's pretty cool. It has the Nintendo World Store logo on the back. I have one for Link from
I'm sad because
previous years.
I kind of want to use it just because it's so awesome, but I don't because I want to keep it
No, because
awesome.
I made the mistake of using my Link one, and the picture starts to fade. My friend actually had a Princess Peach one, and hers is like completely like.
You're kidding.
It went pastel. Like
You're kidding.
It starts to fade out once you start washing it. That's the only issue.
All right.
So that's unless you get like a spare one to use, they're gonna start deteriorating.
All right. Well, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah. Now every time I go to Nintendo World, I always have to pick up a Pokemon because they have different ones every time you go. And I picked up Charmander because it's freaking Charmander. Look how cute he is with the little fire tail.
I always find it so cute. Like, man, hey, hey.
It's so cute.
Yes.
So, and I have a little collection going there. I also picked up Lemmy. They have all the Koopa Kids. And I guess with the launch of the Mario Kart 8 and
he's awesome.
yeah, pretty cool. Love the shell.
A lot of fine detail on there.
Yeah. So he's my favorite Koopa Kid.
Actually, I have a really funny video of these two in Nintendo World Store that I'm gonna put right here. What'd you find? A Pokemon's.
It's Charmander.
All right, and we got Mr. Pete Dorr in the house. What do you got over here?
Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. They're
Nice.
cute.
Too cute to pass up. Movie magic. All right, and what else? Is that it?
Oh, and then, I mean, this is not really... They were giving these out for free. Fantasy Life class booklet. But the neat thing about it is that there's a dragon suit... Caught it. Dragon suit coat inside that you can use for your character.
I forgot to show this here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember what Goodwill it was. I think it's in Portland.
I think it was in Portland.
I found this Jack's Plug and Play Superman plug and play, which is really, really neat. It has, what is it, $4.99, which was a fair price, and it's really comfortable. It's weird, like your middle fingers wrap around this little like handle. I know it sounds weird and everything, but it's very comfortable, isn't it? What's up with that? Just feels good. It just feels good. All right, so the last thing we want to talk about is there's something called a penny social. It's basically like a raffle. And her family were going to this penny social. I never heard of it before. Had you ever heard of a penny social?
No, actually I have not, but, you know, my family wanted to go. So I was like, okay. Originally we were not going to go, but I wanted to go spend time with my family there. And just see what was up, see what was going on, see what they had.
And it's basically like you go in, you give them like $5, and you get an envelope full of a numbered envelope. So say our envelope is numbered 100. Inside that envelope are a whole bunch of paper cut up with little number 100s on them.
Yeah, 100 100s.
Yeah. And you take out a number, or 10 or 20 or a handful, and put them in a bucket next to all these items. It's a gymnasium full of items.
And they had things ranging from jewelry to shirts to games to
Keurigs.
No, that was a different part of the raffle.
Well,
that was not part of the penny part. But yeah, they had a whole bunch of different items to bid on, and you can dump your whole envelope into one bucket, or you can kind of scatter amongst all of them and hope that you can win multiple items.
And then people pull out numbers at the end,
Yeah.
and whoever's number they pull, you win it. And that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
And at the end, we were sitting down. Actually,
Well,
they
you
had
won a
already.
t-shirt.
Oh yeah, I have a Ocean Spray Refresh shirt that I
Yeah.
won. I don't know where that is. I think it's in the washing machine.
Yeah, it's drying.
But very, very cool. That's right. And then we were sitting there though, and Stephanie scopes right next to us this big box, and it had a little cup by it.
Yeah.
We're like, what is this? And there's little writing. It says.
Electronic.
It says this, electronic basketball game. So we investigate further, and on the other side, it has a picture of it. It is a friggin' Mountain Dew Kickstart electronic basketball game
randomly at this raffle.
set. Just sitting there. And so you go over and look in the bucket,
Yeah.
and there's not a lot of tickets in there.
I don't think people realize that was an item to bid on. So
So she's like, we need to put tickets in. And I was kind of like, no, Now, because we got to ship it, you know, it's like 4 million miles home and this and that. And she was like, no, we're going for it. She stands up in the middle of the auction, goes over, is like, can I still buy tickets for this? And the lady's like, yeah, I'm not going to turn away your money. And so she puts down $5. Right?
Yeah, $5.
$5.
For 6 tickets.
Put all 6 tickets in this thing. At the end of the day, it was the last item.
Yeah.
The very last item. I wish we had it on video. They pull out numbers. They called her number. And I had the tickets in front of me. So I was looking and I was like, yeah. And we won this friggin' electronic. This is like an old school arcade. You know how in the arcade you shoot it? I put it against the wall. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's that. It's honestly like, it's pretty tall and pretty large. But yeah, it's electronic basketball. Mountain Dew Kickstart. These sell for like $150 to $170 on Amazon.
And we got it for $5.
$5, Buster. Pretty cool. So that was quite a gem there.
Yeah. We almost didn't go. We almost didn't win it.
If it were up to me, I probably wouldn't have. And she just went and did it, and I'm very happy it did because we won it. Sometimes, man. While being downtown, we went to the Toys R Us, a 4-story Toys R Us place with Pete Dorr. I'm sitting here across the way. I hear Pete, Jason! I look over, Pete's like flying slow motion towards me. He's like hovering over all the aisles, coming towards me. He's got this game, it's like, ooh. Hello Kitty Cruisers, Wii U. He looked at me and said, this is the reason to own a Wii U, Jason. And sure enough, they were doing a deal. It was 2 for $30, right? So he gave me his cash, and I went up to the aisle, or up to the register, grown-ass man, with 2 of these games, and bought them both there at the Toys R Us World.
You asked one of the reps there.
Oh, yes. So as Pete and I were sitting there, like, in the aisle, Toys R Us employee comes over and was like, can I help you guys with anything? And I said, yeah. Is this game any good? Do you know? And she's like, for your daughter? And I go, nope. For this grown-ass man. And she goes, I think you better try to find a different game. That's what she said to me. And Pete, I look at Pete, and he's all. So we bought this. Quite funny. And I've played it a little bit, and it's not very good, but it's charming. And it's fun.
It's cute.
It's basically, if you're 5 years old and you don't have any like skill at all with video games, this is perfect for you because there's no skill needed. It's just press a button and try to, and it goes really slow and it's
have
fun.
Cute weapons, like you throw pies at people to slow them down. You can, I think there's like a stopwatch that slows down.
Yeah, really basic kind of weapons. And but what's neat is you can play it on the ground in like a go-kart, on water in a boat, and then in an airplane.
A la Diddy Kart, or Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing. You got it. So I was excited because I'm thinking, oh my God, look, a manual. Going back to what we were saying earlier. Hello Kitty Cruisers. Let's take a look at this manual. No manual. It says here, please refer to the electronic manual. Sucks. I feel bad for the kids who get this and they need help and they can't get help.
Because they have to go online.
They have to go online.
They have to wait till mom and dad come home.
And they can't do it because they can't use the internet. Yeah. I feel so bad for them. So that has been our...
Anything else?
I know, I just feel like we just destroyed this video with things. That's basically it. We had a really great time in Portland. Videos are already up on my channel from the button mash and my live performance, and I'm going to put some other videos that you've already watched because they're going to be in this video of some stuff. Very, very cool. We had a great time. Thanks again to everyone who was there in Portland, who came out and said hi and hung out with us.
Yeah.
Awesome time in New York. Thanks for taking me out there. It was great.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was fun. A lot of. I hope to go back too. Maybe some other time.
Yep, got to hang out in Murderville.
Murderville, she calls it. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
But really, really cool, like old history. You know, that's what I felt. I keep saying it over and over, but that's what I felt. Just everything there is very history driven. You know, it's so old. And it's really neat and has a certain charm to it.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very different from other areas.
So, well, thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Hope you all have a great rest of your day. This has been a long one, but thanks for sticking it out.
Yeah!
Oh, there it is.